This video is about why of all the races in the world, the white man or the Europeans chose the black race for slave during the transatlantic slave trade. We will explore in depth the reasons, the causes why the black race was chosen. The black race was chosen for slavery because of the fact that the black man is known to be physically strong. They are able to work long hours in the sun, and for these reasons, they were targeted as fit and proper to be taken as slaves. Before the beginning of slavery, indentured slaves from Europe were contracted to work in slave plantations in America, but they couldn't last long. And most of them died in the course of agricultural labor. The Red Indians were also chosen for slavery, but they also couldn't fit because most of them died during this hard labor. For that reason, Europeans turned to Africa for the black race to be used for slavery. One other important factor was due to proximity. The Europeans were able to sail into West Africa and Central Africa, where majority of the black race resides. Right from Senegal, right down to Angola and Namibia, these were the areas where we have large and dense population of Africans. And besides that, Africans also were trading in slaves even before the white men came. So before their coming, there existed slave networks. So they exploited this existing slave network and used it profitably for the establishment of slave trade to America from West and Central Africa. Also, Africans were also into intertribal wars. During those days, we have kingdoms like the Ashanti Kingdom, the Benin Empire, the Mali Empire. All these empires were conquerors. They conquer and enslave those they conquered. And these also contributed into the taking of Africans by Europeans into slavery, because these Africans capture slaves and sell them to the Europeans. For instance, in Ghana, Kumasi, the center of the Ashanti Kingdom or the Ashanti Empire, they conquered the neighboring tribes and marched them right from the Ashanti region to the coastal regions like Elmina Castle, and then sell them to the Europeans, and where they are taken into America for slavery. In America, they are sold and they made profits, and the proceeds, they use it to buy raw materials like cotton, tobacco, and corn, and ship it to Europe, most especially United Kingdom. From there, they will buy goods like whiskey and other materials and come back to West Africa. And in exchange of those goods, they will get slaves and capture them, tie them in a dehumanizing manner, and then ship them to America. So in a nutshell, Africans themselves were complicit in the enslavement of fellow Africans, which was a very sad event. These enslavements and the shipment of Africans into the Americas for slavery in the labor camp lasted for 310 years, and the legacy of slavery continued to linger its ugly head in the Americas up to today. The Spanish people took most blacks to Brazil. The British people took them to the Americas. So it was a very diabolical event that took place that devastated. Over 20 million Africans were taken as slaves into the Americas. And the effect of this slavery is being felt up to today. And this is one of the most brutal and most demonizing and most uncivilized attitude by the Europeans against Africans. So this will tell you the evil that the Europeans perpetrated. And these are the people who call themselves as civilized people. But they dehumanized the black people, shipped them to Americas, enslaved them for a period of 310 years without remorse, which means about 3 to 4 generations of blacks were enslaved. So that ends this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, and we bring you more videos about incidents of this nature. Thank you for watching.